Netherlands 2. Japan 2 was not just a dramatic draw. It was a tactical lesson about game state control, set-piece power, midfield creation, substitutions, and late box defending. The Netherlands led twice through Virgil van Dijk and Crescencio Summerville. Japan answered twice through Kito Nakamura and Daichi Kamada. The match tells us something important: the Netherlands created the better winning positions. But Japan managed the emotional and tactical moments well enough to steal the ending. The first half was controlled but cautious. The Netherlands had more possession and tried to use their physical advantages, wide rotations, and aerial threat. Japan defended with discipline and looked for moments to connect quickly through technical players. The Dutch created danger through Daniel Malin, Cody Gakpo, and set-piece situations. While Japan still had enough counters and box entries to remind the Netherlands that the match was not one-directional. At 0-0, both teams were still measuring each other. The numbers from the match support the overall shape. The Netherlands finished with 60% possession, 11 shots, 7 on target, and 5 corners. Japan finished with 40% possession, 8 shots, 3 on target, and 4 corners. These numbers show Dutch territorial advantage, but not full control. Japan did not need equal possession to stay dangerous. They needed enough attacks, enough restarts, and enough late belief to punish the Netherlands when the lead was not protected. The first major tactical shift came in the 51st minute. Virgil van Dijk scored from Ryan Gravenberch's assist. That goal was important for 2 reasons. First, it rewarded the Netherlands' set piece and aerial presence. Second, it changed the game state. With a 1-0 lead, the Dutch could have managed the rhythm, forced Japan to overcommit, and used transition spaces. But the next 6 minutes showed the problem. The Netherlands had the lead, but not the match. Japan's equalizer in the 57th minute came through Kito Nakamura from Takefusa Kubo's assist. This was the first sign that Japan could use technical sharpness to break Dutch control. Kubo's role was crucial because he offered the line-breaking action Japan needed. Against a physically strong Netherlands team, Japan could not simply win every duel. They needed speed of thought, movement, and timing. Nakamura's finish made the match level and reset the psychological balance. The Dutch response was strong. In the 64th minute, Crescencio Summerville made it 2-1, again assisted by Gravenberch. This gave us another tactical clue. Gravenberch was central to the Netherlands' best attacking moments. His ability to connect midfield to the final third created both Dutch goals. Summerville's finish showed the value of having direct attackers who can punish space quickly. At 2-1, the Netherlands had regained control of the scoreboard. But again, scoreboard control is not the same as match closure. The critical failure for the Netherlands was not creating a lead. It was protecting the second lead. After the 64th minute, the match required a different type of intelligence. The Dutch needed to manage tempo, reduce Japan's access to wide areas and corners, keep the ball in less dangerous zones, and prevent the final minutes from becoming chaotic. Instead, Japan were allowed to remain alive. That is the tactical cost of not closing the match. Japan's substitutions were essential to the comeback. Junya Ito brought fresh running. Koki Agawa replaced Kubo in the 75th minute and gave Japan a more direct box presence. Tomiyasu and Sugawara also entered as Moriyasu adjusted the team for the final phase. This is important because Japan did not chase the game with emotion alone. They changed profiles. They added energy, crossing potential, aerial presence, and late match structure. The equalizer came from exactly that kind of late-phase profile change. In the 89th minute, Japan made it 2-all. A corner created the decisive situation. Koki Agawa attacked the ball, and Daichi Kamada finished the move with the final touch. Reports described the goal as fortunate or unusual, but tactically, it still came from a clear principle: put the ball into a dangerous area, attack the second action, and force the opponent to defend under pressure. Late goals often look messy because late defending is messy. Japan understood that. For the Netherlands, that goal exposed a late game control issue. Their defenders are physically strong, but the problem was not only physical defending. It was game management. Why was Japan still able to generate a corner and a decisive box action? Why had the Netherlands not moved the match away from danger? Why was the emotional rhythm still open enough for Japan to believe? These questions matter more than the final touch itself. Zion Suzuki also deserves mention because the first half and early Dutch pressure could have changed the match before Japan's comeback. Reports highlighted his saves, and the timeline shows the Netherlands had early efforts that required goalkeeping intervention. In a match where Japan came from behind twice, the goalkeeper's role before the goals is easy to forget. But keeping the score within reach is part of every comeback. Without those saves, the late equalizer may have been only consolation. The Netherlands' positives are still real. Dijk scored and led the defensive line. Summerville offered attacking spark. Gravenberch provided 2 assists and connected important phases. The Dutch had more shots on target and more possession. Their issue was not that the plan failed completely. Their issue was that the plan produced winning positions but not a winning result. That distinction is important. This was a performance with good components and bad control moments. Japan's positives are also clear. They showed resilience, tactical flexibility, and late belief. They did not dominate possession, but they responded to both Dutch goals quickly enough or late enough to change the match. Nakamura's equalizer showed technical quality. Kamada's equalizer showed persistence. Agawa's late contribution showed the value of bench profiles. Japan looked like a team with more than one way to survive. If the Netherlands want to correct this, the tactical priorities are clear. First, protect the lead by controlling territory after scoring. Second, reduce late set pieces and corners. Third, use possession to rest and move the opponent, not only to attack. Fourth, maintain concentration after substitutions. A team with Dutch quality should not need to score 3 goals to beat Japan. But if they cannot close a 2-1 lead, they invite exactly this kind of finish. If Japan want to build on this, the priorities are different. They need to start the second half with less vulnerability, because conceding first and then again creates too much risk. They also need to convert their technical combinations earlier. Kubo's assist in Nakamura's finish showed what is possible when Japan accessed the final third cleanly. The late equalizer was valuable, but Japan cannot rely only on emotional rescue. They need more control before the final 10 minutes. The match can be reduced to one tactical sentence: the Netherlands controlled more phases, but Japan controlled the final response. That is why the draw feels so dramatic. Dutch set-piece power and midfield creation built 2 leads. Japanese movement, substitutions, and late box pressure erased both of them. The result was not random. It came from one team failing to close and another refusing to stop asking questions. So the final score was Netherlands 2, Japan 2. Dijk gave the Netherlands power. Nakamura gave Japan the first answer. Summerville restored Dutch belief. Kamada destroyed the ending the Dutch wanted. Tactically, this was a match about leads, responses, and the difference between being ahead and being finished. The Netherlands were ahead twice. Japan finished the story.